guys, so today I have a fall tutorial and I am so excited about this look. It is a vampy look with a dark gold smoky eye, bold lashes, really dark, deep, bold, wine colored lip. I don't know, I'm absolutely in love with this look. It is one of my favorite kind of fall looks, and last year I probably wouldn't be so confident to pull off such a dark eye and bold lip, but I am loving this look this year, so I wanted to show you guys how I do it. I used my Stila in the Light palette, which I actually got for my birthday, so I'm only using one other color outside of this palette, so you can create the whole look using this palette. And then I have on a MAC's Rebel, which is one of my favorite lipsticks, and I usually wear that lipstick with just a super natural eye, but I wanted to do something a little bit more fun and dramatic today. So this is the look that I came up with, and I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. I'm going to start off with priming my eyes. You always want to use a primer, especially if you're going to be doing a bold eyeshadow look, because it's going to help your eyeshadow look vibrant, and it's also going to make it last. So my favorite primer is the NARS Pro Prime Eyeshadow Primer. You can use the Urban Decay one, or any primer that you have. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my lid, and then just gently blend it out. Okay, next is the base to even out the coloring on my lid since the primer is clear. I want this to be very smooth looking, so I'm going to use my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and this is just a flesh tone color. If you don't have this, you can just use your concealer and that'll work the same. So I'm just going to get some on my finger and put this all over my lid, and you can see how it covers up any of the veins in my eyelid and gives us a nice even canvas to work with. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is taking a blending brush, and I'm going to use this color right here. It is called Bliss. It's just a matte tan color, and this is going to be our blending color, and I'm putting down this matte color before we do any shimmer so the shimmer doesn't blend up into it. Any fluffy brush will work, and I'm just going to put it in my crease. It does not have to be precise. Again, this is just like our transition color. It's going to help everything blend better. Okay, next I'm going to be taking the color Bubbly, which is just a bright gold color, and I'm going to use a MAC 239, which is just a flat brush to pack on the color, and I'm going to take that and put this all over my lid. I think this is really pretty, and when you see the lip we're going to do, I think it just contrasts it really nicely. So this color kind of brightens up the look and keeps it from looking overly dark all over the whole lid. So I'm just going to pack that on. So I'm only using one other color outside of this palette, and that is MAC's Woodwinked, and this is one of my favorite golds. It's a little bit darker than the one that we used, and I'm just going to take that on a little crease brush. You can use any brush really for this step, and I'm just going to pat it on the outer corner or the outer half of the lid, and then I'm going to put it on the inner half, and this is going to create a really cool depth having that lighter color in the middle. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it into that other color. Again, this step isn't super precise. Okay, next I'm going to take a really small flat brush, and I'm going to go back to my Stila palette, and I'm going to take the dark brown called Sandstone. As you can see, I'm not familiar with this palette yet, but I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that on my outer corner, make a little V shape. So you'll see what I do here. I'm just going to pat this on the outer corner. Just patting this on, and you can bring it out a little bit further outside your eye than you might think, because we're going to clean it up with makeup remover, so that'll make sure you don't have a weird gap. And I'm just going to bring it into my crease. So yeah, we'll blend it out, but you want it to be nice and dark, and then I'm going to just kind of blend it in, blend around the edges. Okay, so next we're going to create the dramatic black part to this look. I'm going to take the color Ebony, which is just a really dark matte black. Any dark black that you have will work. Just make sure it's very pigmented. And I'm going to go in with this pencil brush, which is just a small pointy brush that helps you get a more precise application in that outer corner. So I'm just going to start on the outer corner and not take it as far up or out as that brown. So this is just going to be a little bit more concentrated right here. I start just by patting it on where I want it, and then I bring it up into the crease a little bit and back down in that little V shape to keep building that up. Whatever brush I used for that brown, and blend it a little bit. When you build it in layers, it helps it from looking muddy or all, you know, smudged together. I'm gonna put a little bit more on because I want it to be very dark right here and then kind of fade out. Now I'm gonna highlight. I'm gonna take this color called Bear, and it's this matte beige color. Put that right underneath my brow bone. Hopefully you can see how that brightened up the whole look. And you always wanna finish with the highlight. I think it just kind of pulls everything together, and also once you fill in your eyebrows, it's just gonna look a lot more polished. Okay, so next I'm gonna line my waterline with a black liner to make this look a lot more intense. Rimmel Scandaleyes, which is about $4.99 at any drugstore. This is the best drugstore liner that I have found. It stays on the waterline. Put that right in my waterline. I know this looks scary, but trust me, it does not hurt at all. I'm gonna do the top waterline too, which is the tight line, and this just helps your lashes look fuller. Then you can take a little brush and just kind of blend it into your lash line if you feel like it looks a little bit harsh. Okay, so now we're gonna do the top lash line. I'm gonna curl my lashes a little bit first, just because I feel like if I do the liner and then curl them, sometimes it kind of wears off. So I'm gonna be doing a liquid liner on the top. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Super Slim, and this is just your basic felt tip liquid liner. It's a really good one though, and I'm just gonna do kind of a medium line on the top. So let's see if I can talk and do liquid liner. I'm gonna go back in and do the bottom lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with my pencil brush, and I'm gonna go into the gold that I used, or the darker gold. I'm gonna go into Wood Winked and just run that along the bottom. I'm gonna go into the dark brown and kind of run that a little closer and also towards the outer half. Remember, we are going to be putting concealer on, which will cover some up and then blend it again. So right now you don't have to be too precise with the black, and just darken up this outer part really close to the lash line. Right? I'm going to take a makeup remover wipe and just wipe out any of the fallout from the eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my full face foundation. I'm going to do it really quickly. Start patting this on with my beauty blender and just bouncing it off my skin. This is probably my favorite foundation. There are other foundations that I've liked, but every time I go back to this one, I always love it. So, and I think I forgot to mention that I am using the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I'm in the color 123. Okay, so I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm using the Kat Von D Tattoo Concealer. And when you have a lot of shadow underneath your eyes like I do right now, just be kind of careful. Okay, so once I get my concealer on, I look crazy right now. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier brightening powder, and I'm going to set my under eye concealer with that. That'll just keep it from creasing. And it also is very lightweight, so I'm just going to put that right underneath my eye. Okay, so once I have my concealer all done, I go back in with my pencil brush, and since we put on that lower shadow first and then put on our concealer, it can kind of cover it up and then make it look like a harsher line. So I'm going to go back in and just use what's left over on the brush and just kind of blend it out again. And I don't want to bring it too far down and mess up my concealer, but I just want to make it look soft again. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and curl these lashes. And I'm going to put on a coat of mascara. We are going to be putting on falsies, so you don't need to put on a ton of mascara. Just a quick coat. A little bit on the bottom, of course, or a lot on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to apply my false lashes and the ones I'm using. These are the Sonia Kashuk Full Glam Lashes. I haven't used these in a while, but they're so pretty and they're a little bit spiky. So I'm going to go ahead and let my glue get tacky, and then I'll be putting those on. The Anastasia Brow Pencil, or Brow Wiz, which is their brow pencil. And I'm going to do that first. I'm just going to comb up my just kind of outline my brow. I kind of start underneath. And if you want a brow tutorial, I mean, I'm not necessarily the brow expert. Go look up another tutorial. That's where I learned how to do my brows, and just everyone's brows are different. Angled brush, and I fill them in with the powder. And I usually do the darker towards the outer corner of this duo, and then the lighter towards the inner. Okay, so that's what the lashes look like until they're done drying. You can totally tell the difference. They're really heavy lashes. I feel like I have tarantulas on my eyes. Okay, brows are on, lashes are on. Oh my gosh, I hate the feeling when your lashes are drying and you feel like you can't blink. Oh my god. Haven't worn these big of lashes in a while, so as I keep blinking off my lips, I'm going to be using Jordana Cabernet lip pencil, $1 at Walgreens. Best lip liners ever. I'm going to outline my lips. I'm not going to talk when I'm doing this, else I'm going to look crazy. So just line your lips. You know how to line your lips. If someone let me leave the house like this, I would kill them. The reason why I fill it in like this, I outline it and then I really get the corners, is so when my lipstick is on, it doesn't look like I have a super dark rim around my lips. It's okay for it to be slightly darker, but you don't want to have that like really weird, I don't know what it's, 70s look where it's like brown lip liner and nude gloss. That looks terrible. So just make sure you fade it in if your lip liner is not the exact color of your lipstick. Again, Max Rebel, straight out of the tube. I'm not going to use a lip brush. Actually, I'll use a lip brush to even it out, but just to put it on, I like to do it right from the tube. Okay, so I put my first application. I always blot it. I feel like it presses it into your lips better and it helps it last. Put on one more application. And this is where you can use a brush. You don't have to, but just kind of smooth it out. And that's it. And you can clean around the edges with concealer and a concealer brush if you want to, but I think mine turned out pretty neat today for once. So I'm just done with the lips. Okay, so for bronzer, I want to keep the face simple since we have dark eyes, dark lips. I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm just going to do a tiny bit of a contour. My theory with this look is it's a vampy winter look. It's not necessarily supposed to look like you have a tan, but these colors can kind of wash you out. So you want a little color to your face without making it look like a summery bronzed look. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to take this small contour brush from Real Techniques, tap off the excess, and just put it in the hollows of my cheekbones. So make a fishy face. You don't want to bring it in too far. And I like to get underneath my chin too. I don't have a double chin or anything, but I think it helps everything blend better. And it just makes it look better, I think. Then I take a fluffier brush and just kind of go over everything with a tiny bit of bronzer, and this helps it look more faded and airbrush and not such like a harsh color. I'm going to be using the Tarte Exposed blush. It's kind of a plummy pink with a brown undertone. My Sigma, what's it called? F10. I'm so bad at remembering brush names. I'm going to lightly tap into this blush. I don't want to put too much on. And I'm going to smile and put it above the apple, because when you smile and put it right here, it ends up being here. So smile and put it right there. And blend it into the bronzer. You don't want to look like you have stripes on your face. Blend. Also look like a stripe and a circle. So blend it. Blend it real good. There we go. Got a little color. You go overboard with your blush or your bronzer, take your beauty blender and just tap around it. It will also help your contour look a lot sharper. Even though I said you wanted to look blended, because I make no sense. Take a highlighter, and I'm going to be using MAC's Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish. I use this all the time. Take a small fluffy brush and just put this on the high points of my cheekbones, just right here, to give us a little bit of glow. So even though we have such a vampy, dark look on, we still want to look like we're glowing. I'm going to put that right there and a little on my cupid's bow. And that, my friends, is it. And one more step if you are meticulous like me and want your makeup to last, that you just spent like an hour putting on, you want it to last more than 30 minutes, right? So this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, one of my all-time favorite holy grail products. So I'm gonna spray my face with this. Okay, so Now my makeup is locked onto my face. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. I just zoomed in so you can see the whole look a little bit better. So just an overview of the look. We have our gold smoky eye with the dark black outer V, intense black liner, really dramatic false lashes, a nice filled in brow, contoured cheeks with a neutral blush, and then our really deep wine lips. So this is one of my favorite looks again for fall. I think it is just so fun, and I don't know, for some reason I feel like the brightness of the gold makes the dark eye and the bold lip really wearable, in my opinion. Some people would think this is really dramatic, so if you don't like either, if you don't like a dark eye and dark lip, you can pick either or and do a natural eye with the bold lip, or you can do a nude lip with this eye. But I like both together. I think it's super trendy for fall, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will leave a list of all the products listed down below. So if you forget a product, you can just go down there and I will have everything listed. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Let me know if you try out this look. Tag me on Instagram at beautyandbananas and let me know what other tutorials you guys want to see next. And I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.